Child, after this foolery that I just set up here and saw, it was only befitting to pull out the shade fan. Because that's all the hell this episode was. It was just a bunch of unnecessary, as funny as it was. And I watched it at the right time because the bitch was up in here in the clouds, to sort of say. And so I watched it at the purple time because I listen, this episode was a key. But it was filled with a lot of unnecessary, unneeded, unwarranted shade from Millie. And as funny as it was, because y'all know I agree with Millie and Jewel. I'm not fake. That shit was funny. I ain't got no problems with you, Jewel. I like you a lot. Oh, Lord. Girl, I ain't even got my phone in my hand. I'm coming up here to talk to y'all about The Circle Season 1 episode. What is this? 4. Encore. Something was going on yesterday, girl. And some people got to see it. A lot of us didn't. Y'all better get y'all shit together around there. Or whatever the case may be. But the episode was entertaining because y'all listen, girl. I keyed up in here. Do y'all hear me? Doing a lot of the portions of this shit. I keyed, girl. Like Millie, you girl, you know I love you down, sis. But a lot of the shade that you threw, it was a bit much. That says something when it's coming from me, because you know I don't mind shade nobody. You know, doing any part of my reviews. And I don't give a fuck what I'm reviewing. It ain't even got to be that show I read somebody the hell down. Y'all better ask Portia. That walking petri dish full of trichomoniasis. Anyway, let's get down to this episode. So, the episode starts with some of the cast wanting to FaceTime Alyssa and whatnot. So Jewel asks what race was she because it mattered to her. And Millie shades her and her damn wig. Now this read, I'm going to let you get away for. Because first of all, Jewel again. You know, I ain't got no problems with you, Jewel. I like you a lot. One, where was the laugh? Because listen, Listen, can't nobody shade you no more than Millie did, so I ain't even gonna shade you. I mean, I could, but but I ain't gonna take that moment away from Millie. But wait. Millie sees that Jewel is friends with B-Hawk, and he tells her what the issue is, and then Jewel feels like if he has an issue with him, then he now carries an issue with Jewel. Jewel, let me tell you something. Do not put yourself in the middle of somebody else's beef when you don't have to. Because here's the real gag. One day they very well could make up. And now you sitting here beefing with this boy for no damn reason. Don't take on somebody else's beef. That's your friend. Like, the only thing it should take is, listen, that's my friend. I'm not stopping you from talking about him or feeling the way you feel. But can you just not talk about him? Or should I say, not misgender him or mispronoun him around me? That's all I ask. Don't talk about him around me. Excuse me. Don't talk about her around me. Do not misgender her around me. And me and you are cool. You know what I'm saying? That's what that takes. See, that's how adults handle it. Kids handle it the way you do. And it took me until I became an adult to realize that. Because I found myself in positions where I had people really upset with somebody because I didn't like them. Then we became adults and we're cool, we're cordial, we'll go out from time to time, we see each other out, we hug each other or dap each other up if it's one of my straight friends, have a drink, cackle, kiki or whatever, and then y'all looking at me funny. Because they still have a problem with them and now I don't. So I see it, I know what it feels like from both sides. I mean, I'm just saying, Jewel. And you was what you was giving Alyssa was way too much. Okay? It was way too much. Now, I ain't going to necessarily call you a racist, but it was just way too much for my personal liking, because the people that I hang with, they don't do all of that. And it don't matter what color the person is. You know what I'm saying? They get the chance to be around the person first, and then they decide whether they're going to run down on that ass or not. And I wish that's the way that you would have handled that particular situation. At the same time, though, Millie, you know I love you. But, and I get it. When you don't like a bitch, you don't like her. Fuck her and her damn fellas, and fuck whoever got a problem with it. I'm the king of that. But I will say, as an adult, and this is something that I'm still working on myself, and I know I need to, I can still not like a person and have respect for a person. You understand what I'm saying? Just respect of a person. And if their pronouns are what their pronouns are, you can read that bitch down to the ground. And you can still use their correct pronouns to do it. And you know that. So while I get your feelings about, I don't fuck with her, fuck her. I get it. God working on me too, Millie. I totally get it. But I'm halfway. Okay? You still at the start line, sis. All right? You still at the start line. I just met halfway. So, and I'm 33. So I totally get what you're saying. Trust me. I know you're not transphobic, but you know how it is these days, and you don't want to get canceled, okay? Because they canceling every damn thing. You ain't seen my last video? The way we going, everybody gonna get canceled. And I don't want you to be one of the ones that the girls want to set up here and cancel. Because I like you, Millie. I see it for you in all your businesses. I want you to make it. So, hey, Cash. Girl, so y'all know I finally let my boo up out. And you know what I'm saying? He went on ahead and did him a nasty piece of photo shoot or whatever. He talks about always being misread and misjudged. And he's a new person now, and he wants to show people that he could do more than just get fucked. Listen, I don't care about you getting fucked. You know, I get fucked too. Shit, get fucked. If you want to get fucked. I'm with you. But I have seen a couple of your videos where, you slanging that pipe, and, I kind of want a little bit. I ain't even going to lie. Like, hey, kids. Like, that's my boo right there. Like, I was mad at Rico for a long time. Like, when I found out that they was together, I couldn't stand Rico. I hated his guts. I stopped watching. What was it called? About Justin? Ain't that what it was called? I stopped watching it because it took me a long time because now I'm cool with Rico now. I got no issues with Rico Pruitt. Love Rico, not big Rico. Not the Rico on this thing. I want to start no rumors. Not big Rico. Love Rico. Dear God. Anyway, and speaking of which, perfect segue. He opens up about his relationship. Listen, you go through things, all right? So the next person you with, keep your damn relationship off of social media. Let that be a rule. Keep your relationship off of social media. Let who you want to let know you in a relationship. But we don't need to know everything, Cash. Because to us, you single. You understand? So you could be with Barack Obama. And to us, you single. We ain't going to give a damn about Barack Obama. Keep your shit off social media next time. Hey, baby, it was good to see you. And you so damn cocky. Normally, I'm not into the cocky niggas, but listen, I already hear Jamar calling me a whore. So let me go on ahead and quit it. So, Jamar, who sang the song when y'all segued from Cash's photo shoot into Millie B going home? That song. Who sang that song? He giving me Neo to tease, but I know it ain't Neo. No, it ain't her. She'll take your coin. So who sang it? Drop it down in the DMs. So he comes home to a surprise that his friends set together for his little account, and we get a glimpse of Jamar ugly ass. Jamar ugly ass, I mean. Hey, Jamar. Ciao. Jamar made sure we go see his ugly ass in the damn shit. Girl, get your ass out the way. So he tells his friends about what happened to Jewel, and, I get it. I get it. And again, all of it, it was just nothing but, it was just all it was. So the little circle check is cute, Jamar. The circle chat little thing that you do that y'all got set up or whatever, and you know, blah blah blah. That's real cute. I was with that, and I'm not choosing sides. I'm not choosing sides, but I'm on Millie B's side and Jules' side. I don't fuck with her. Listen, I get it. I'm the same way. And Millie straight up said, I ain't saying hey to that bitch. Okay? I ain't saying hey to her. She don't fuck with me and I don't fuck with her ass either. That's already been understood. She better stay her stinking ass where she at, because then I'll stay mine where I'm at. Long as she don't come fooling with me, we good. The first time she come meddling with me, I'm going in letting have. Clear the room. And Jewel very much said the same way. I ain't speaking of that scallywag. I know you the fuck line. Nah. He stay on his corner. He be in his own little corner, in his own little chair. And I be in my own little corner, in my own little chair. I was with it. And I do agree. Stop trying to put transphobia on Millie. I do not believe Millie B is nowhere transphobic, just like I don't bit more believe your ass is racist. I don't believe that about neither one of y'all. Y'all stop doing that to each other. Y'all get up here and give all of this shade, but y'all be like shading with the worst shit. And, you know, like everybody around there got a business. Everybody around there got a reputation. And nobody should want their things tarnished. So therefore, y'all don't need to do it to each other. Y'all can shade each other without going across the line. And I get that, you know, shade to shade. I get all of that. But considering the fact that y'all are on something like YouTube, even though it's YouTube, it don't matter. Any little thing could come up about you, and stuff that you say to other people or stuff that's been put on you could cause people to look at you twice. And none of y'all should want that for each other, considering all of y'all have some type of business somewhere. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying, and I'm going to let it at that. So the friendship brunch. So Alyssa feels a way about the way Joy introduced herself, as you should, Alyssa. Shout out to Alyssa. I fucks with Alyssa down. You should feel away. And I appreciated the way you handled it. You handled it with a lot of class, a lot of tact, a lot of... You was very rich Mexican Latina in what you had going on. You was very much... You was Latina fish with the way you handled that situation. I was here for it, Alyssa. Megabody shows up and let us know that he and Eugene used to date. Why did you need to let us know that? I do not know. That could have been something that y'all kept to yourself. But, I mean, you know, you're on a reality show. You know, you need to bring some spice, you know. It'll bring you a storyline. So, I mean, hey. Eugene wants to mediate the conversation between her, Millie B, and Jewel is open to it. I don't know why you wanted to put yourself in the middle of that. Did you need a storyline, Eugene? And Eugene, I love you, Eugene. It's no shade. It's really no shade. It's promise. Listen, this ain't what this is, Eugene. This ain't what this is. This ain't what this is. I'm just saying. I'm asking for a friend. I just feel like you should have stayed out of it. You wasn't there for what happened, and you just meeting these people. Other than Megabody, okay. Other than him, you just meeting everybody around here. Like, I wish you would have stayed out of it, but whatever. So everybody got to go around telling something about themselves that they didn't know. So once again, Millie B, while Jewel is giving everybody the rundown about how she a witch or whatever, he decides to. Her again in the confessionals. He decides to her again in the confessionals, talking about you ain't got to tell us you a witch, and you ain't got to show us your crystals nor your damn sage, bitch, because your ass look like one. And I said, what? I'm gonna move on because I like Jewel. I do. I'm moving on. I'm staying out of Jewel. I ain't got none of y'all side. So Martell got two boyfriends. Yes, God, Martell. Martell said, I am a lady. Okay, I ain't no trollop. Yeah, the two niggas I'm fucking are my niggas. Okay, I ain't mad at you. Martell, what's your secret, bitch? Let me know. Eugene used to be a stripper, and it makes sense as to how you and Never mind. Tevin's hair is real. Mega Body is OCD, and he says that, him and Eugene used to date. He brought that up in front of everybody. And, Rico asks who's topping who. Rico, we already got Millie ass giving all types of unnecessary shade. Don't add to it. Anyway, so Rico admits to being a female impersonator, a drag queen back in his heyday, girl. Alyssa is shy. Dante is bisexual and he want kids. Dante, I don't think nothing bisexual about you. I'm just going to be honest. Like, I feel like you're doing what a lot of people do when they're coming up out of the closet. It's always, I'm bisexual. But you only fucking niggas. And you only toot your ass up. Mommy, make it roll. Pop, lock, drop for them niggas round there down to B-More or down to the Atlanta. Girl, stop. I was like that. I was bisexual once too. And the only people that I was laid up with was niggas. All right, the Qs, the Kappas, the Alphas, and the Sigmas. I had them all, child. Those were my types that's college days. I'm just trying to help you out, Dante. It's really no. I'm just trying to help you out. That's all. I like you a lot, Dante. I do, and I support your music. So Millie B says that he's a real person, and if you're real, you'll receive that. No crystals needed. Once again, that was unneeded. So Eugene gets Jewel and Millie to talk, and Martell doesn't feel like he should bring this up at the group brunch, especially because he wasn't there. And Jewel was confused as well. She thought it was just going to be facilitating a conversation amongst them. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a group issue, so it shouldn't have been talked about amongst the group. And I agree with that. Like, you won't dare, Eugene. Sit down and be cute. Sit down, take your shirt off, and smile. That's the only thing we want you to do. Now when it comes to your scene, you have your scene, and we all down for it. But you won't dare for that. Like, I won't here for that. Like, nah, I wouldn't have had that, because then it would not have gotten to where it gotten to. I feel like if it was just done amongst y'all, maybe Millie would have shut up long enough to allow the girl to talk. Because Millie, I love you. I love you. But it stopped being a conversation once you kept reading. And it stopped being a conversation. And it was just way too much being thrown. And that's where your point started being lost at. And I loved the way Mama Jewel was paying you dust. She was like, girl, you late. Like, all these reads, girl, you late. Like, I would say, again, not taking sides. Not taking sides. She was willing to have the conversation, and I really wish you would have allowed the conversation to progress and not shade her every chance you got. As funny as it was. As funny as it was, Jewel, no shade. I ain't taking sides. As funny as it was, I still wish you would have allowed the conversation to progress. I do. I wish you would have let it progress. But that's my opinion. You grown. Do whatever you want to do. I ain't saying you wrong for your feelings. Feel the way you want to feel. Handle it the way you see fit. I won't dare. It ain't happen to me. But y'all, that's all I got. I ain't got no more to give you. I'm shocked I gave you that much. Girl, I'm about to get off here and start my life. And I get the family or fiance when I get to it. Girl, bye.